Good Sunday morning, everybody. So, I am out traipsing through the woods this morning, trying to find out what is the deal with my cows, where they getting out at. So I've walked the fence all the way from one corner going back, and there's absolutely no sign here of them getting out. Not even no fresh manure. Let me show you here. That manure there's old. It's dry. So, no tracks. There's some old manure broke down. You know, the fence is a little rough, but it runs right along a rock cliff. Anyway, the fact of the matter is, cattle are great. When it's good, it's good. But when they get out, it is always the most inconvenient times. So we fixed fence last weekend all the way from the other corner of my property down to the front of the house. That stopped them getting out there. Well, so I'm drinking my coffee this morning. First cup, hadn't even took the first drink, I'm sorry. I just poured the cup of coffee and the phone rang. I thought, that's odd. It's my neighbor, so I answer. Hello. I said, Daryl, you got any cows out? I said, I hope not. So I said, but it could be, because I have been having just a little bit of trouble. And it's usually just one cow. It's not all of them. So I, still in my night pajama bottoms, I jump up, throw me on some clothes, grab a bag of feed, head back on the hill, call cows in, woo, you know, all of them come in, plus one. I have a new calf, which I'll get some pictures of that to show you too. Beautiful calf. Heifer. But anyway, all my cows are accounted for, but 3 calves, besides the new one, which don't always come in with the big cows. They like to lay in the shade. They got their belly full of milk. They ain't interested in no grain. But anyway, so my wife, I tell her, of course, she's aggravated too. They get up out of bed, run down the road. Now here's a little bit fresher manure, a little more wet. So my wife jumps in my truck, goes down the road, and luckily she sees none out. So hallelujah for that. And all mines are accounted for. But rather than take a chance, I'm gonna go ahead and go over all my fence down here by the road and tighten it up, fix any broke strands, give it a good going over. It's due for it anyway. Thought I'd bring y'all along. I don't know if you can see them. There's a few blackberries here, not a whole lot, not enough to do much with. So, on my way back from fixing the fence, I think I will pull some of the ripe ones and take back and plant them, put them in some good dirt where I'm going to start my own blackberry patch, away from where the animals can get them and where I can get them. And I reckon it takes 2 years, because the first year, I think they call them shoots. The first year they put out new shoots, and the second year they bear fruit, to my understanding. Correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm wrong a lot. Here's where they have been. That there's fresh. That there's fresh. That there's real fresh. Fresh. Here's where they're hanging out. So probably where they're getting out is down yonder. That's my worst place, but I'm gonna fix all the fence to it. Pretty cool little rock face here. I don't know if that was man-made or nature-made, because it runs all along the road, and Route 1 was built by the WPA, to my understanding. And there's a lot of, like right out there, there's a whole lot of look like blast rock laying there. And something else really cool is when they built Route 1, a lot of the old existing culverts that go under the road are laid up in stone, laid up in rock, not concrete culverts. On tile. They build them out of rock. And the one right down there close to where that rock is, it is laid up in rock. I'll see if I can get a picture to show y'all. It's pretty cool. A little history. It's starting to cave in. I kind of dread it when they do take it out. But anyway, a little useless knowledge and time you'll never get back. But kind of cool. Start share, break up the monotony. Top strand here is loose on both sides. Solid tree, T-post, solid tree. I don't see any sign where the cows will be getting across, but I'll show you how easy it would be. So I'm gonna take it loose here at the pole. I'm gonna sacrifice this little T-post wire. I've got new ones. They're rather inexpensive. I'm gonna tighten it on both trees and then put it back to the T-post with a new T-post, whatever you call it, fastener. I'll get one out, I'll show you. I'm sure everybody pulls the cattle's dealt with them before. If not, I'll show you. Well, I just drove some staples in here. I kind of bunched it up. Drove some staples, tightened it back up. It's not banjo string tight, but it's sufficiently tight. Doing it solid. I'm gonna come right here. Put on my little clip. I like to hook him around, like so. It's gonna be hard to do with one hand. They make tools to make this a whole lot easier. But you do with what you got to do. Right now, it's these pliers. And I like to really crank on it. Get it tight as I can. Sometimes I'll even go in right there and bend those in a little bit, tighten it a little bit more. So there's one. Let's get the others tightened up here. News bee buzzing me. Anyway, I wanted to talk about this right here. See how it's rusted out too, right where it goes in. So apparently some trees worse than others, but I haven't done my research on it, but I would bet that there is some type of acid or something that the trees put off to accelerate that. What's your thoughts? How you say, fat man, hot weather? Super hot. Alright. Give you one guess what's loosened this fence up. Coarse, white brown hair. I'm gonna stick my neck out and say a white-tailed deer. They are rough on my fence. We have a love-hate relationship. Okay, so here's why it's loose. The deers got caught up in it, tried to go through it, probably scared, dog after it, whatever, I don't know. It's gonna break. Something's gotta give. It's either gonna be the deer or the fence. See here, I got one strand right here. And if you look here, wild cherry tree. So look how corrosive. And I think it actually rusts the wire in too. Let me see if I can find an end of that here. Just to share. Yep. Good. Not good. So I'm going to make splices and tap back into that tree. And then in 2 or 3 more years, I'll have to do it again. But that's the joy of farming. All right, it's not my best work. And the fencing gods will wreak havoc on me on TikTok for doing it like this. But I'm out in the middle of the woods, got very little to work with. And I'm trying to make do because I don't want to chase cattle tonight. Maybe tomorrow night, if I live long enough, but tonight. Anyway, most of you, all of you, play pool with cattle know this already, but I'm gonna share it. I don't know it to be a fact because I've never lost one to it. But it's to my understanding that these wild cherry trees, if they was to fall with leaves on them and the leaves was to wilt, the leaves would be toxic to cattle, and the cattle would eat them and it would kill them. So most farmers cut these down. I'm killing it the slow way, I guess. Making a little headway. I'm about to thirst to death. I think I'm gonna write a song about the way I live life. The poor man's way. Country song. 3 chords and the truth. That will not be too bad. Got me some blackberries to plant. My mint's looking good. So they say mint is very evasive, and I'm hoping I'll remove this block, and I'm hoping it spreads, and I hope it covers this whole barren hill. I hope. We shall see. Anyway, get sidetracked on here. So right here is a blackberry plant that we bought. I'm gonna come around in here beside it. Plant some more blackberries. Just pretend that I'm doing that I'm Mother Nature. Maybe next year we'll plant something on the uphill side here. Maybe next year we'll have more blackberries.
Yeah.
And we'll work out the garden, ain't we, baby? Say hi to everybody. Say hi to everybody. Norman's looking good. You got the bluff on, don't you? Yeah, I know. You want her back? You can get her back. All right. Stay here with me. Looking good, Norm. Looking good, buddy. You too, girl. Hey, pig. Hey, pig. Trying to bite me. Hey, pig.